podcast this week was serene.
Very provocative.
Just listen to your podcast and feel your eyelids getting heavy.
Man, is this some kind of new age bullshit?
I thought they were talking about comic books, damn it. Gird your loins, boys and girls, because boy do we have a humdinger of an episode this week. It's pretty much Halloween centric. Alan's last October Fear Fest segment's coming up first, or after the news, and then we have a Science Sunday. Joel's back with us. What up, Joel?
What's up, guys?
He's gonna be doing some science experiments and spooky stuff. Got some dry ice, got some pumpkins. May or may not blow things up according to what happens. Hopefully not blowing up in this room, because I don't think we want the entire room to be splattered.
There are rules.
And rules were made to be broken. Not here. All right, I think we're going to start off with quick little news rounds. The first thing that I got is there's been actually a good many casting confirmations for the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, buddy.
They've got the Red Ranger is Dacre or Dacre. I don't know if it's French.
I think the running joke with this guy so far is trying to pronounce his name correctly.
Okay, Dacre. Dacre
Sure.
Montgomery. He's the Red Ranger. Let me see. The Black Ranger is... I'm looking at these.
R.J. Seiler?
That sounds right. No, Ludi Lin.
Oh, I was thinking about the Blue Ranger.
Yeah.
Blue Ranger is the black. I thought you said the black guy. The Black Ranger.
No, Black Ranger. The Black Ranger is going to be an Asian guy. He was Asian in like the second half of the actual series, wasn't he? Or in the movie?
Well, yeah, in the movie it was he'd been replaced already.
Okay.
The original Black Ranger left. The second Black Ranger I think was Latino or Asian. I can't remember.
Okay. That's one of those. And then the Blue Ranger is a guy named R.J. Seiler.
Yeah.
That's the one here.
Blue Ranger. That's what.
So I think really the only ones we have left are
Yellow.
the Yellow Ranger and Green, White, whatever he is.
Possibly. I mean, they might need to do that.
Just put Jason David Frank in it.
I'm saying, like, if they're gonna go like old school and it could just be the five of them.
Yeah.
You know. Who knows? Still exciting though. Was that
Yep.
next year? Possibly.
I think 2017.
2017.
No.
All right.
We'll see.
Okay.
We talked a little bit about this last week. There was a little, I guess maybe a tweet of Danielle Panabaker as Killer Frost, and there was a better, more official thing released this week.
Yeah, where she's got like the bustier type thing.
Yeah, looking all
really hot.
Super excited.
looking all Elsa from Frozen there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that looks pretty cool, man. That show's super awesome. They're doing a lot of cool stuff.
I'm really interested to see how that art goes from like changing that character from what she is now to apparently some kind of villain that Killer Frost is.
Without spoiling too much, there's a good possibility that it might not even be her from our Earth that ends up being Killer Frost.
Oh.
Since they're doing all Earth 2 stuff.
Oh yeah.
With the new season so far.
Definitely could. I mean, it could be Earth 2.
Because I don't know, man. Like I like the idea of her becoming Killer Frost, but it'd be like a big hit to the whole dynamic of the team if they lose that character from that show for good. You know the
I've still got to catch
bubbly,
up on the first season.
You know, bubbly scientist chick. You know that is there to help and has good comedic relief and a good bond. You know, it's like they're like a family. It'd be cool either way. I just the Earth 2 thing kind of makes a little bit more sense to me right now, anyway.
Yeah, it could definitely be Earth 2. I could see that.
Good show.
What's next? Alan, do you have anything?
Well, I had there's a game that came out this week on all the PlayStation stuff that I got yesterday called Oregon Trail. It's basically Oregon Trail, but with zombies.
Oh man.
And you're in a station wagon, and you have to try to get from the East Coast to the West Coast to safe haven, and it's awesome. It's only $5. Pick it up. It's a lot of fun.
It's got like the retro like pixel graphics and everything.
Yeah, it's like Oregon Trail.
Cool.
But zombies. and you go hunting, but it's called you go scavenging for like materials and stuff, and zombies will show up like the deer and stuff to an Oregon Trail. You got to shoot them.
I always died from dysentery.
Yeah, you can still do that.
I was like, can you still do that?
But at the same time, one of your people can get bit, and then you got to put them down. So,
Dang.
looking at you, Jeff. I got all the way across the country, and almost got to Safe Haven, and Jeff got bit right before I got to Safe Haven.
Oh no!
So I had to take care of Jeff.
Put me down.
It's fun though. I always liked playing that game on the computer way back when.
I think that's like
It's a
lot
really
of
cool
our
spin.
first like video
Yeah.
game moments was Oregon Trail.
Mm-hmm.
It was just because we were talking about zombie stuff last week, and they just happened to drop a new zombie game on there. It's super cheap and fun. So that's all I really had for news.
Sweet.
Oh, Star Wars trailer.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready to go a little bit
That
more
dropped.
in depth into that. In Ukraine, there was a Lenin statue that there was some law or new rule that was put in place where they were taking down a lot of the old communist monuments and relics. So instead of just tearing it down, they had a sculptor come in and resculpt it to be Darth Vader.
Holy
Painted the
crap.
whole thing black, and it's got like a Wi-Fi signal in it. What? So it's like this Wi-Fi tower in a Darth Vader case in Ukraine. I can't remember what city or town in Ukraine it was, but there's a gigantic Wi-Fi enabled.
That's awesome.
That is really good.
is not weak.
Ukraine not weak.
Oh, yeah, they got Darth Vader now.
Yeah, that was it for that. It was just really cool and really
That's
funny.
super random and awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys heard about the Krypton show?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
No, it was like a little bit of rumor about it like a year ago or something, wasn't there?
Yeah, I guess it's going to be picked up by Sci-Fi.
Oh wait, so there's going to be a show based on Krypton?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Krypton in the height of its power.
Oh,
So, but it's like 200 years before.
Yeah, I was thinking,
Man
wasn't
of
there a
Steel and all
rumor
that.
that it was like dealing with like Jor-El's dad or granddad or something?
Yeah. But it's definitely taking place. Set 200 years, kind of prequel Superman stuff.
I think a lot of the political and that kind of stuff would be interesting, but I want to see people flying around just like punching stuff.
yeah. That's
And on
not gonna
Krypton,
happen.
none of them it's
Nah.
just normal.
Yeah.
It's like
Now the only way it said 200 years before Man of Steel, so I'm guessing it's gonna tie in maybe to the movies, but I know DC's not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's weird that they were using that movie as a marker instead of saying 200 years before.
Yeah, right, that's what I
Superman got shot off the planet.
Yeah, it says before Man of Steel, so I don't know.
That's
if
Just
weird.
200 years before the planet blew up.
Yeah, why wouldn't they just say
Yeah.
that? Yeah. So
We know how this show's going to end already.
I mean, that's like Joel. Last time Joel was on, he was saying like the Flash and Arrow, how they're not tying into any of the DC movies, how it's really weird. And now that they're using one of the movies as kind of like the benchmark for referencing one of their TV shows is.
That is
yeah,
weird.
I thought that was weird too.
I mean, it could have just been a misstep by whoever was talking about
Well,
it.
they're
But
doing
then
that
it
with Supergirl.
could have
though,
been
where
intentional.
they're specifically referencing the existence of the Man of Steel universe, right?
I have no idea. I haven't
But
heard that far. I've
that-
heard that they might do a tie-in with Arrow and Flash at some point.
I think it could make a Man of Steel 2, like the Man of Steel sequel, more interesting if they gave it all kinds of backstory in Krypton, and then you play off that. I mean, just the way
You don't
Marvel's
have-
been successful.
You don't have to
with
use
all of
movie
that.
time to flesh out the world. It's already done for you in the TV show. So
Yeah.
you go
Yeah.
into the next movie with all of these supporting cast and characters and everything already
Exactly.
built.
What's the next one? It's Batman vs Superman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that next year?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
2016.
I think.
I think so. Yeah. Cool. So looking forward to it. Comic book TV, awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. Supergirl starts
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah. We're recording on Sunday. It's coming on Monday. So, and it's CBS.
Yep.
It's 8:00, I believe.
Can you get that on
do we get
Hulu?
that channel? No.
Sons of
We
Beaches.
get CBS.
Yeah, it's free. It's over here.
I gotta bust out my.
Hulu's. It's not on Hulu though. CBS isn't on Hulu.
I have no, okay. I mean, I'm just gonna watch it on my TV.
Not from what I remember.
I mean, you can pick it up with an antenna.
Yeah, get an antenna.
Mm-hmm.
I could pick up CBS in my bedroom.
I wasn't complaining. I was just.
No, I mean, it just sounded like you couldn't watch CBS. Period.
That's not. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying I don't think CBS stuff is on Hulu.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
Sweet. Word.
Keep him in line.
Apparently in Norway, Texas is now slang for crazy.
That guy's straight Texas.
Yep.
Talking about that, okay.
From what I've understood in the articles that I've read, that's pretty much what it is. Texas is so batshit crazy that it's
Really?
the name of the state is slang for bonkers.
Of all the
in
states
Norway.
to pick
Yeah.
for crazy, they went with Texas.
I would have gone with Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
I think they were talking more like political, not just like actual crazy.
Okay. So are they gonna? Is it gonna just? Are they gonna call him Tay Tay instead of Cray Cray?
Tex-Ex.
All right.
And
Why is Norway? What? The story's so weird.
Texas is so crazy that the name of the state has become synonymous and become slang for crazy.
All right. Sweet. Good job, Norwegians. I guess.
They're all like, burn.
We got you.
All right, check this out. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but it might be a reason to move to Canada, maybe, or at least take a trip.
Healthcare?
Because, well, that's another reason. You're going to be able to stream The Force Awakens in Canada in 2016 on Netflix.
What?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just in Canada?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know why.
They just throw him a bone?
But it's like, it's some kind of...
We're so
they need
sorry
more-
you're
they need more
Canada. Here's
people.
Star Wars.
Yeah, 8 months after the movie.
Wow.
It's going to be on Netflix in
You
Canada.
think that's like a early thing, and then it'll just be on everybody's Netflix later down the road?
Man, I hope so. That would be awesome. That would be great.
I mean,
think they
I'm
have
just gonna
some
go
sort
put
of
it-
legal things in U.S. It'd have to pay a little bit more.
Yeah, a lot of the U.S. copyright and licensing laws are completely different.
Yeah,
Like
and it looks
Canada.
like they'd have to dish out a lot more money to get that in the U.S. But Canadians are like, dude, fuck it, just play it.
Do they have Justin Trudeau to thank for that? Is that how that works?
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm young, I'm handsome, and you guys are going to get Star Wars early.
that was his whole platform. That was it.
Trudeau
That's all it was.
2016.
Star Wars.
I think the last thing that I have is Johnny Depp may star in Edgar Wright's adaptation of Neil Gaiman's Fortunately, The Milk. It was a kid's book that came out about a year ago that Gaiman wrote. I haven't read it, don't know what it's about. But Edgar Wright, guy Simon Pegg,
Oh, yeah.
and
Simon Pegg.
Frost's bro, he's going to be directing that movie, and Johnny Depp may star in it. So that's cool. Something
I
to look
just
forward
like
to.
that story didn't go with Johnny Depp and Tim Burton in the same sentence
Yeah.
for once. Not that I, super hate all of those movies. Some of them I enjoy, but
Yeah, Neil Gaiman's stuff is usually pretty on point.
it's like you just hear Johnny Depp's in a new movie and Tim Burton and Helena Bottom Carter, and it's the same old crew.
That or not Bruckheimer, what's his name? Verbinski, Gore Verbinski. the guy
Gore
who does
Verbinski,
the,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
and Rango and
Rango's on point, dude.
Yeah,
That
Rango's a really
movie's
good movie.
awesome.
And what was the other one? Lone Ranger.
I still haven't watched that.
It's actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. It
I
wasn't great.
kept hearing terrible things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it wasn't great, but I mean, sit down for an hour and a half and watch it.
Right.
It's entertaining. I'll say that.
Cool.
different. That's all I got.
So I know we're about to talk about the Star Wars trailer.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna preface it by saying the day after Star Wars shattered online ticket sales and pre-sales 6 times over. The movie that
Yep.
held the record before was Catching Fire, the Hunger Games movie, at like 1 million. Star Wars went like 6 million. Yeah.
It
The
was
very
huge.
next day after the trailer, ticket sales, I think, or whenever ticket sales dropped, I think it was after the trailer.
Well, I think
it went
wasn't
crazy.
the end of the trailer, just tickets are on sale now.
Is that
The
what
very end.
I can't remember. I don't know.
Yeah.
It blew up. It straight blew up. So now the Force Awakens
Crashed a lot of the sites like Fandango and
Yeah,
Mhm.
people couldn't get there for like hours.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you guys just walked
Or
up.
you
We
could
walked
do
up-
like Jeff
walked
and me, just walk up to the box office like human beings and say, "Hey, can I buy a Star Wars ticket?"
We walked
Yes,
up
you
old-
may.
old
Here's some
school.
money. Here's your ticket.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
We got him.
Do you have the matinee?
Is that at 4:30? If it's at 4:30, I can't make it.
We
supper time.
discount.
we almost had a problem because it's a Thursday night, and of course,
Yes, trivia Thursday
Bert
night. We're gonna
and me and
one of our
Jeff.
loyal trivia patrons informed me of this, and I was like, wait.
Wait, what?
We might have to cancel trivia.
Uh-oh.
Just everybody go.
We're gonna have to do
there
something.
instead.
Ellen, you're gonna have to cover for me Thursday night.
That's rich.
Nobody's gonna be there, so it won't matter.
We'll figure
anyways.
something out.
I was gonna ask you guys. Do you think it's because the content that's in the trailer? Do you think that they just left? I think what I like about the trailers, why people have blown up about this, is because they're not divulging too much. That's a big problem with
There's
trailers.
still a lot that we don't know.
That's the problem with trailers nowadays, is that they give you too much information. People
Right.
just like
All
I'm
of the
done.
funny stuff's in the trailers.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen everything. I've
yeah.
seen the movie.
So I think that's why.
Well, I mean, hell, before the last one came out, I already seen that entire lightsaber fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker before the movie came out. Saw all of it,
Yeah.
except for the legs chopping off at the end. But you know, all the other cool stuff in there. Like, I've seen it. Also, I was bored when I watched it. Like, I've already
Luke
seen
hadn't
all
even
this.
popped up in the trailer yet. We haven't seen Luke. The only
With the hand.
anything of Luke, you still don't know that that's him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably him, but it may not be. He's got a really skinny arm, and Mark Hamill's arm's not that
It's a
skinny.
robot arm.
Yeah, but not all the. Never mind.
All right.
Okay. I mean, like, the only image of Luke that we've seen so far was the one from, what was it, Entertainment Weekly,
Where
where they
going
had
straight
him.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty much like Obi-Wan.
Big beard, gray,
Yeah.
cloak, stuff going down.
Which it seemed,
Why isn't he in the trailer?
the whole movie revolves around
Uh-huh.
him. And his lightsaber.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's the trailer was awesome.
Who are they going to kill?
Chewie.
Yeah. Chewie or Han?
Neither.
Somebody's dying, dude. I don't want it to happen.
But it's still a rumor.
Yeah. I think somebody's going to die.
Ellen and I were talking about this, what was it, whenever the trailer came out? Was it then or the day after?
Day or two after.
I was like, I don't mind if, like, main characters get killed off as long as it feels like the death was earned. And as long as it makes sense in the story, but to just kill one of them off just for shock value or to say, hey, this character was killed off.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that part of the trailer where Rey is, like, obviously over a body, very distraught. That's somebody. That's not just like, it's not like they shot an Ewok and she's crying over it. Somebody pretty prominent in the movie, I think, is dead. And that might be the Force that awakens.
But even then, you don't know
Inside
that
her,
it's
you
a
know,
dead body, though.
One of them's a Jedi, you know. One of them's going to be. And I don't think, like I was talking to you about, I don't think what's his face is going to be. I think he just picking up the lightsaber because there's a dude with the lightsaber broadsword coming at him and he doesn't know what to do. Because he clearly does. He's like, like right before it cuts. Dude, Star Wars.
Who are you?
Well, even
He's a Jar Jar Banks.
even the dark side story. I mean, the whole Kylo Ren and how he gains power and all of that is still super interesting. Because I mean, like you guys were saying, there's mystery surrounding all of this. You
And
don't know who is
Kylo Ren and what's his actual name?
exactly. Like, I mean,
Kylo Ren is basically Darth Vader. His
Right.
name's Anakin Skywalker, but I mean his title is Darth Vader.
Right,
This guy's
right.
title is Kylo Ren.
but who is he? Who was he?
What's his name? And we've seen stills of him in a Rebel flight suit.
See,
It's crazy, man. So much
know.
stuff we don't know.
I know.
It's exciting.
So yes,
There's that one, the rumor where him and Rey are twins. And that's why they both have
You were
powers.
very distraught over that.
And that's why he's so obsessed with Vader, which would be his grandfather.
I definitely think that he's one of their kids.
Yeah.
And he's got this kind of inferiority complex because he's not force sensitive or as force sensitive. But then the trailer makes it look like he is.
He's like he's straight up torturing Poe Dameron in that
Yeah.
trailer.
man, it's gonna be good.
Also, Death Star.
Yeah.
Also, might actually be a planet.
What was it? You were saying something about that earlier.
Because when you see all the ship battle stuff, like near the end, they're 2/3 the way through the trailer, and they're almost like the snow planet and all the shooting's going on. There's clearly like what looks like Death Star style trenches
Oh, you're
in
talking
the
about
ground.
Starkiller Base.
Yeah, so I'm think the it's no moon, it's the space station. It might be both.
Oh man.
Like they might have built it inside of a planet.
I understand what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I was having I was kind of drunk at
So
the
it's
time,
not.
too,
It
so
wasn't like a
I'm having
rope.
hard
You
time
know, it's not like a
comprehending.
space station. I think they might have built it within a planet.
Man, that would be cool.
That'd be cool as shit.
Star Wars, man. We're gonna talk all day. We gotta
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got other stuff to talk about.
And we'll probably do like a Star Wars centric episode at
You
some
know
point
that's
closer to
happening.
the movie.
Yep.
We're
most
all.
definitely.
You got your tickets, Joel?
I did, but I'm not gonna give up the trivia, so I'm gonna go the day after. I know I really felt kind of lame. And then Lindsay said it was kind of a funny story. She's like, "Can we bring Ivy, my daughter, who's like 3 months old, like, because that will be this is like how it brings families together. Is like, because then we can tell her it was the first movie that she ever went to in theaters." And I was just like, bad idea. That's a really bad idea. We're gonna have. I mean, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because it
He's
will
too
be.
young.
It's a good
though.
idea in theory. In
I mean-
practice, maybe not so much.
Maybe there's gonna be more Star Wars movies coming.
Yeah, there's
out,
like one every year.
So
Oh yeah.
we'll catch the next one or the next
Seriously,
one.
there is one every year.
But we're gonna be those people like they brought a baby to the
Yeah.
I don't want to be that person.
just like holding her up, breathe it in, breathe it in.
Breathe it in.
Don't fall asleep yet.
Bask in the glory.
That's good parenting right there.
It's Star Wars.
Are we
Star Wars is always
Are we
good
dressing
parenting.
up? What are we doing?
I'm probably going to take my Kylo Ren lightsaber, like the gigantic nerd that I am. I might not. Yeah, I don't want to get beat up.
You're not gonna get beat up, dude.
Of course, I mean,
People are
it's going to be a
dressed
bunch of
in
people there.
Star Wars
Yeah.
outfits.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think.
I think
how
it's
early
more-
we got to get in line.
I think it's more of a sake of just my pride. I don't know. It'll probably be a spur of the moment thing.
You just got to not give a shit. I'll bring it. I'll play imaginary lightsaber battles. I don't care. All right, so yeah.
Super exciting.
Well, let's move on because we're talking about this all day.
Yeah.
What else we got? That's it. That's
I
all
think
the
that's
All
pretty
the
much it.
news.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
cool.
pretty much what I got.
We'll
It
go into
was-
topics here in a minute.
It was a light news week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think we're going to move on from the news and go into Alan's final Fear Fest installment. Put a cap on the whole thing. Put a pin in that one.
Or maybe I'll just do October theme stuff for forever.
You can do it whenever you want. Halloween year round, son. All right, so we will be right back in just a couple moments, and stick around for Alan's final October Fear Fest segment. See you in a second.
Living after midnight.